Hello, gamers. Hello, hello, hello. It's finally fucking out. It's finally out. I'm actually, like, so excited that now all of y'all also get to experience this wonderful game. So, I've got the Steam page linked below. But we're just gonna, we're gonna go up the stairs to success. I forget, yeah, I do have items. Alright, yeah, let's do it. This is the equivalent to sort of the Pit of 100 Trials. 100 floors of battle. And I've got Ava the goat, who I think is just the strongest of the partners. For anyone who didn't see the rest of the streams that I did on Escape from Ever After, this is a TTYD Paper Mario-esque game set in... I mean, not quite set in a fairy tale world, because the premise is that we jump between multiple fairy tale worlds. But I got early access to this, which I guess, you know, disclaimer, I did receive this product for free. So we played through the entire campaign on stream. Oh, whoops, shield. Alright, let's switch to Flint, or Tinder. Do we want to go Wolfgang, probably? Or Patches? Yeah, I forgot how fucking strong Pillowy Punch was. Oh, rats. Okay, what we'll do is... swap a Rooney. We're gonna get a level up soon anyway, so we might as well just taunt, get the defense. And buckler throw. But yeah, the game is out now, so it's linked down below for anyone who's interested. I am very, very excited. I want this game to do well because I would love for more games in this style. I grew up with the Paper Mario nostalgia. Like, Paper Mario 64 was my first RPG overall. Hello, Jackson. How are you? These first few floors are going to be really easy because these are all like the Chapter 1, Chapter 2 enemies. Oh, is chat not showing up on screen? I knew I should have done the test message. Hold on. Neither Twitch nor YouTube chat is showing up on stream. Are you going for 100%? Right now we are climbing up the stairs to success. Test. What on earth? Chat? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Got all y'all. I saved you from the Shadow Realm. But we're not going for 100% in this stream. I'm just trying to climb up these stairs to success. I'm hoping I can make it up all 100 floors. Although I will fully admit, that might not be happening. As I've actually never made it down the pit of 100 trials. I know, fake gamer moment. I mean, I guess I haven't attempted to go past floor 50. I just was always scared to as a kid, and then as an adult, I just didn't do it. You escaped the pug message? No, I saw it. I saw it. It just wasn't on screen. Fuck! Fake gamer moment, I got first striked. If it means anything, I also haven't completed the 100 trials. I just did floor 50 for the bag. Yeah, you and me both! The bag is the best reward in the pit of 100 trials. We went up 20 floors during our playthrough, which is where I got the poison badge, which is a pretty good reward. It doesn't help that the final pit reward is bad. Well, the final pit of 100 trials reward is basically, the reward is you finished it, right? Like, because it's the challenge that people are in it for. We can spend our MP, since we're so close to a level up, we can spend our MP pretty easily. And like worry-free, because when we level up, we'll get all our mocha points back. I only really need to worry about MP management after the level up. In TTYD, yeah. I mean, so the idea is that beating Bone Tail is its own challenge, rather than necessarily, what is it, return postage is the reward? Like, that was always my impression, was return postage isn't supposed to be this, like, low-tier god badge. But rather, like, the gamer's satisfaction of having defeated Bone Tail, the hardest boss in the game. Me just beating the shit out of this corporation's vases. So yeah, that's floor 10 that we already got during our first playthrough. And now we're in the library. Ooh, I wonder if we're gonna fight any librarians. I think there's librarians. Alright, we level up after this fight. So what we can do... Switch to patch. Tremor. Chat, I think we go mocha points. I think we go mocha points. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Oh, carrot. Get fucked, carrot. So even though we just did a level up, I think we go Winged Smackdown, just get rid of this stack, right? Actually, no, they're gnomes, we can guard them. No, we can Restoration. We can Restoration later. Haven't used any Synergy yet. Just smack them. And then we switch to Wolfgang. Little Barb Boy. For the first 10 levels, I don't think we even brought out Wolfgang, but I guess that's because, like, Wolfgang piercing defense means that, like, he's gonna be more useful the higher we get up, because there's gonna be more defense-oriented enemies. Yeah, this is easy. This is easy. Pillowy Punch. Into Cacophonous Chord. Woo! Quang! Mushroom! Yeah, so Wolfgang is here for the garden gnome, the garden vegetables, basically. Still on that 1 XP drip, so like, I mean, doesn't surprise me. Again, the first couple of floors are chapters 1 and prologue enemies. Fuck. Do we? I think we charge, right? Wing Smack, or Brutal Ambush. Break through the wooden shields. Ooh. Throw Buckler. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, we go to Wolfgang. Cacophonous Chord. Winged Smackdown. Spending a lot of Mocha, but we can Restoration it. Like, I'm not worried. We just gotta find an easy fight to Restoration it. Is Tinder okay? Tinder's awesome. She's queen of the world. She's got her castle back. Metal Shield no. Oh, Engineer Gnome. Alright, we go Ava. She looks paler? There have been a few updates since I streamed it, so it's possible it's something about that. Pillowy Punch. I didn't notice the difference, but maybe that's just, you know, me not being observant. Alright, we'll Pillowy Punch you. And then I think here we use Restoration. Get some of the Mocha we spent back. Is that a plush bear? Yeah, that's Patches, the fourth party member, or I guess fifth party member, if Flint counts as one of the party members too, right? Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe it could be a combination of both. Like, it could be... I do see that Tinder is like a paler shade of green. Maybe it's the lighting? Like, now that you mention it, I do, on the overworld, notice. Okay. We'll switch to Ava. We go Rue Rush. And we buckler throw you. There we go. Restoration again, and we'll use Flint to rebuild the encouraged team. Yeah, because he's got confidence. Your spookiness is bewitching. Probably gonna be a lot of fights like this where we're just spamming encourage team to get synergy back up. That's kind of how it goes in the pits, you know? Are we gonna see Tinder's true form? So in Chapter 4... I guess main story I should probably avoid main story spoilers. But we will not be seeing Tinder's true form, to answer your question. I'm thinking about picking this up. It's really good. Like, again, you know, disclaimer, I received this product for free, but it's not sponsored, I'm not being paid anything. I just want the game to succeed because I want more games like it on the market, you know? Whether that be by the same studio or others who see, like, it's successful and know that they, you know, can actually make what they want. How long is this game? There's 4 main story chapters plus prologue and endgame, so 6 chapters, I guess, technically. Each chapter is about, like... Actually, I can check my Steam playtime, and that'll show me. Hold on, I gotta alt-tab real quick. I played for 22 hours. And most of that was on the main campaign. So I'd say about 20 hours, 20 to 22 hours. With 6, you know, chapters, quote unquote. I would say the prologue is a little bit shorter than a main chapter, and epilogue is a little bit shorter than a main chapter. Epilogue is like the final chapter, right? If we're thinking, like, in Paper Mario terms. That would be like, you know, Bowser's Castle type deal, right? I feel like most of them have like a Bowser's Castle type deal. I guess TTYD has, the Palace of Shadows, which is sort of the equivalent. Super has Count Bleck's Castle, right? Like those things where it's like chapter 8 in quotation marks. Like that's what the end game was, is like the chapter 8. Are we Froggy what now? Roo Rush. I think we Restoration. Sticker Star's final chapter is underwhelming, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I didn't like the beginning of Sticker Star either. I know you disagree with me on that point, but I really did not care for Sticker Star. And it's not because I know the response to that is like, oh, well, it's not the same as the old Paper Mario. I went in knowing that it was different, and then, like, people disliked it for being different. So I wasn't, you know, expecting it to be the same as the old Paper Mario or whatever. I didn't like it on its own merits. It felt like it felt like it had a focus on platforming, which has always been the weak point of Paper Mario, which is similar to my issues with Super, right? Is like Super, I mean, Super literally is a platformer first, RPG second. And Paper Mario's platforming has always been bad. Like, that's something that was true back in 64. That's something that was true in TTYD. That's something that's even true in like Bug Fables, right? Like Paper Mario inspired. How do we want to do this? I'm going to leave Flint out, and we go Buckler Multi-Bash. Romp. Ooh, we need to... Hold on. Ooh. Big sneeze. We need to add this one actually to our tattle log. What killed Super Mario for me is I don't think it controls well. Yeah, that's the biggest issue I have with it as well, is I really think it controls poorly. I mean, I also think the level design, especially in the later games, is garbage. Like, enemyspam.exe. Super's story is the best part, but otherwise it's just bad. I mean, my hottest take is that Super's story is actually not all that good. I think it very much, it's full of, like, hype moment and aura moments. Things that sound a lot better than they are executed. So, like, stuff like, it sounds really awesome to say, like, yo, did you know Mario dies and it goes to heaven? It goes to hell? Like, what? That's crazy, bro! That's crazy! But then, like, in practice, it's just a bunch of time talking to, yeah, hi, we're in the underwear. Hello, hi, we're talking. The Bowser plus carry means the fights are useless. Yeah, I mean, the boss fights kind of suck, too. But I really think my biggest issue is just all of it, like all of the game. Shoutouts to that one room in World 8 where you have to go 3D to go behind to get a key, and then the entire screen is full of enemies and it fucking lags the GameCube or the Wii. I forgot it was a Wii game. But yeah, it fucking lags the Wii with how many enemies their enemy spam put on. Sticker Star is overhated in my opinion. I mean, you're allowed to have that opinion. I do think there's an amount of just, like, rage farming around the game, but it genuinely was one of the worst games I've ever played. Like, you know, I know there are people that like it, and I hear people say, like, you know, I like Sticker Star. I've yet to hear someone articulate a reason for liking Sticker Star that isn't just, like, you have to like it, you know? Do we have anyone with trinket points left? No, but we can get him on the next level up. Oh, we should probably change our outfit because... But, like, here's the thing, right? Is, like, there's no accounting for taste. Everyone has different things they're looking for and whatnot. So just because I think Sticker Star is one of the worst games I've ever played, like, you know, I also fucking hated Bug Fables, and that game is super popular. And I also think FE7 is like... I mean, Birthright exists, so it dodges worst Fire Emblem allegations, but it's on watch. It's on close watch. Oh, the Restoration Charm, right, that's not a trinket, that's just a boost. Like, just passively, I forgot. Because we got one of those in the story as well. I redid my Fire Emblem, like, personal game rankings list this year. And FE7 has dodged the bottom spot. The FE7 fans will be happy to learn. Birthrong is in bottom now. Because I realized I was thinking about it. I was like... if I was forced, like, at gunpoint, you have to play either FE7 or Birthright. And you're not allowed to stop until you finish the game, or I'll like shoot you in the head and kill you. I would choose FE7 because I think I could do that without my eyes like glazing over more easily than Birthright, because Birthright is just every single map. Enemy spam, enemy spam, enemy spam. Saizo kills everything. Ryoma kills everything. Whenever I hear people talk about how bad FE7 is, I feel like FE8 does all that but worse. I mean, if your only problem with FE7 is, like the Birthright thing, right? Where it's weak enemies.exe, then those are also criticisms that also apply to the FE8. But me, an intellectual, I have a whole video about all my issues with FE7. And, like, the lack of tactical gameplay is just the start of them. Because then that's also an issue with Path of Radiance, right? Which is also a game that I'm not, like, super high on, but I have it, like, in the middling, I think. Oh, he's spiky? He's considered spiky? I didn't know that. I guess it makes sense. He has the big-ass sword. Birthright 21 is awful. The thing is, every Birthright map is Birthright 21, though. They're all Birthright 21. I'd rather go show shoveling or do like Sumeragi's lift. Oh no! I'll say this. You know, as like #1 Rev defender, Birthright 21's not the worst Fates map because the 2 bottom Rev maps are like easily the worst maps in Fates. Snow shoveling's awful. I won't defend snow shoveling. I thought you meant I was limiting myself to Birthright. I like the boat map. Which boat map? Because all three routes have a boat map. Birthright, Rev, or a Conquest. I think the Rev boat map is actually like so goated. I don't like the Rev boat map. Damn. Damn. Betrayed from within my own mod house. I really like the Rev boat map. I think it's like... It just feels so cool to have like everyone on their different vessels under attack. And then the ice comes up. Well, I guess you Dragon Vein to bring the ice up, but the Dragon Veins show up, and then you can like unite people and your forces get stronger because they're together. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna fail this action command on purpose so that he doesn't chop his own head off, and then we kill with Cacophonous Chord. Because when he chops his head off, that, like, gets ridiculous. When do the Dragon Veins even show up? I never saw them just tutor the map. Yeah, that is the other thing. If you don't like, and this is, I think, like, it's not a defense of a map being bad if playing the map normally is bad. But it is good for, like, if there's a map you don't like and there's a way to cheese it, that's nice. If you don't like the Rev boat map, that's fine. And then you can just cheese it by, using flyers to, like, I mean, you can one-turn that map pretty easily. With the Reyna setup. Although you gotta watch out for Icy Blood. Icy Blood can just kill Reyna, which is so funny when it happens. Fates has my favorite map in all of Fire Emblem. What is your favorite map in all of Fire Emblem? Fates probably has my favorite too, I just can't think of it off the top of my head, just because Fates has so many good maps. Rev 7. Okay, so Branch of Fate is 5. You're joking. Rev 7 is not your favorite. Is it? The Picador Tunnel map? Am I getting the numbers wrong? 7 is the one where it's just Cora and Felicia, or Cora and Jacob and Azura, depending on, you know, what gender you are or whatever. Oh, it's Fuga's in Conquest, yeah. Fuga's so awesome, they gave him 2 goated maps. Although I know people will disagree, because there are haters who believe that the Rev Fuga map is bad. And all I can say to those haters is, you smell bad. My favorite is Conquest Endgame without Rescue Staff. Wait, no, that's a goated pick. Conquest Endgame is at the very least the best final map in the franchise. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. So many people hate on it. Repeating, like, the talking points from people who haven't played Conquest Endgame in Maddening. It's such a fun, like, frantic rush. Like, God forbid the route that sells itself on being challenging has a challenging final map. God forbid that, right? The marketing is Conquest is the hard route. Oh, fuck. I forgot he had his spikies out. The hard game ends with a hard level. I know, craziness. I think it'd be a lot less annoyed if I let it save. Yes, that is a, and I don't actually blame the final map for that. I think that's a Fates overall mistake. Because you also can't save in the final map of Rev or Birthright, and you can't save, ooh, the Ember Stone. And you can't save in Rev 16, 17, those sort of like linked maps there. Alright, Alien Sklug. So, if it was just Conquest Endgame that didn't let you save, I would be a lot. Oh, that didn't pierce the shell. Okay, I thought it would. I misunderstood how these mechanics worked. Little tremor. You gotta switch it up. We got a restoration again. I hate Conquest 27. Yeah, talk about like a... Yo, if that were the final map, could you imagine going out with a whimper instead of a bang? I thought that was Final you were talking about. No, Final is the map where you killed Takumi. 27 is the map where you kill Garen. You're just not allowed to save in between them, which is such a dumb choice. That's why I play on Nintendo PC, because there's a funny little patch, smiley face. That lets you save. You could also just save state, even if you don't have the patch installed. That's what I did before I found the patch. Is a trap AI just random? That is a question for, not me. Sorry. I do not know enough about Fate's AI stuff. You know who probably knows is Zoran. I'm sure Zoran's talked about it in a video. I think Zoran was investigating it. Damn, if even Zoran doesn't know. I mean, there's stuff we don't know about some stuff. Like the staff experience formula, we still don't know exactly how it works, just a general idea. At least last I checked. We still don't know the exact staff EXP formula. Yeah, we just know that it's bad. Like, if you're staff locked, you're just not gaining experience at the same rate as combat units. Shoutouts to Elise. My favorite endgame map is SOV. You know, as much as I dislike Echoes and Gaiden, right? Like, from a gameplay perspective or whatnot, it is goddamn impossible to deny the story, like, how epic of a story moment it is when finally everyone is together fighting. Like, that had me so hyped in my first playthrough, right? It's like, yo, Om's army and Celica's army on the same map! We used to pray for days like this. That's part of why people like Wyvern Elise. Yeah, I mean, it's not the only reason people like Wyvern Elise. Like, she's also just got good combat, against, like, the early game conquest enemies, because Wyvern bases are good enough. And then when you promote her, like Malignite Go Burr, I think we use this as an opportunity to heal the whole team. Because it's just one gnome. We can block the mushroom attacks all fucking day. Yeah, everyone's at full HP now, so we just romp. I don't like Elise, though. IMO, she's easily the worst royal in both routes. I mean, I think the worst royal in Conquest is probably Leo, but, like, that's only because the other three are so good. I'm a Leo defender. It's less like, because, you know, people hear worst royal and think like, oh, then I don't use that unit. It's less like the worst royal is like Rebecca tier or whatever. Think of it as like the worst FE7 pre-promote. There's still an FE7 pre-promote. Leo is awesome, Xander too, but magical. Yeah, he just needs a little bit more support than Xander. People hate on Leo. 15 speed horse spirit in the corner. I don't hate on Leo. I just think that, you know, if we're choosing between Pent and Hawkeye, If we're choosing like Pent, Hawkeye, Harkin, Vita, or whatever, right? Vita's just around the least time. I don't think someone being the worst of a category of 4 phenomenal units qualifies as hate. I still think one of my best thumbnails ever was the thinking cap meme of like Leo's too slow, literally the fastest thing ever. I love that thumbnail. I don't like Elise anyway, her skill is so bad. Yeah, the Elise hit rate's oh yeah, the Elise hit rate's problem. Like, you hate to fucking see it. Like, that is a fair fucking Elise criticism. Cause, like, there's the hater criticism of, like, why would I send this magical girl into a physical class? Save the heart seal for someone like Paladin Jacob? And, like, that I do not stand. But if your problem with Elise is just, I don't like those fucking shaky hit rates. Yeah, no, that's 100%. 100% valid. Save the heart seal for Mozu. I mean, you have 2, right? You got 2 heart seals in the early game. I think they are the 2 best targets. Like, easy. Easy, no competition. They're the 2 best targets. Of course, the second one costs money. Like, people like to pretend it doesn't, but it does. What better uses are there for your funds? Forges if you're into that. Tonics if you're into that. Nosferatu if you're into that. Like, and you can get some of these things. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you can combine them, right? Heart Seal is better than a Forged Hand Axe. I mean, it depends on what you're going for, but Hand Axe isn't the only weapon to be forged. Like, Forged Bronzes.exe. Although I will say, don't sleep on the Forged Hand Axe. Arthur Gaming Incarnate. Will we ever get another game like Fates? Yeah, Shadow Dragon Fates. Epic ROM hack Shadow Dragon Fates. But realistically, I don't think so. So many of the mechanics work together in such a, like, unique way. Improved health share! Revives character. Yo, that would have been so useful for the final boss fight! Gems are a mistake. They suck enough that people tend to patch them in. Yeah. Look, not all of Fate's mechanics are winners. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. Can you assume the average player hacks them in or no? It makes considering forges weird. Well, I mean, I think that's why in any sort of, like, discussion or especially tier lists, establishing your criteria beforehand is important, right? Like, I don't think you can assume anything about the average player. We got golden robots now. Frogs kiss you. Ribbit. Ribbit. Punch. Punch. Did we see outside the intended area with that jump attack? You mean like out the window? I think we're supposed to be able to see out the window. Oh, shit. I think we go... Punch! Dwyer's personal makes him better at invasions. The Dwyer's personal convo is so funny because it's like so many people focus on like Dwyer's personal usually meaning nothing, when that also applies to so many other units. You know, obviously there are very good personals, but like look at Selena's personal, right? I'd rather have Dwyer's personal than Selena's personal. I'll just say that off rip. Alright, chat. I think we continue to up Mocha points. They seem like our best resource. Selena's has a niche. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't have a niche. Lies and slander. Selena's personal does not have a niche. Dwyer's personal has a niche. The niche is invasions. Selena's personal does not have a niche. More power variant of the carrot. Don't let these guys beat you up, because they're beat red. I've seen it happen before, therefore it's good. Yo, no way! The lethality defense. I will not abide by the Selena's personal defense. What if an enemy survives a crit, and is it enough HP for the crit from Selena to actually matter? Yeah, because that's the thing, is like, not only does an enemy have to survive a critical hit from whoever your attack partner is while you're in attack stance, but they also need to have enough HP that Selena's non-critical hit wouldn't have killed them anyway. I think the saddest thing is that Selena doesn't even have, doesn't even have friendship with any of the people that want to do crit strats. Oh, fuck! Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up bad there. That was really bad. That was really bad and really stupid. And I'm gonna be punished for it. It doesn't even guarantee it hits. Yeah, that's the funniest part. Dual attack stance, enemy phase, whatever strats. What if it guaranteed hits instead? I mean, that would be cool, but I also think, like, sword user in attack stance probably doesn't have too many hit issues. I guess you could reclass her to something like... Well, then the thing is, right? Because the first thing I came to mind is like, oh, what would I like to guarantee hits with? Well, the dual club's kind of cool. But then that's the same problem, is like, well, but you don't need to crit. Like, you've put yourself in a scenario where you don't need to crit. Because, like, guaranteeing the dual strike hit? What inaccurate weapon are we using that we're worried about the dual strike hitting, right? Why are we relying on Selena's personal and DVAS? Because it's funny. Because it's funny. But that's my point, is she doesn't friendship Charlotte or Rinka. If she friendships Charlotte or Rinka, you could do DVAS, Vantage, crit, strats, or whatever. Use the Great Club for funny. But now we've got the exact same problem as the guaranteed hit, right? We've just reinvented the crit problem. Yo. You can't show that on YouTube. You can't show someone killing themselves on YouTube. We're spending way too much synergy on this loser. I feel like this fight went very poorly. What if crits or skill procs gave more guard gauge? Oh, right, well, no, but then that wouldn't matter because you're in attack stance. So, like, the guard gauge doesn't matter for Selena's personal because you're in attack stance. Procs would still be bad. I don't know if that's true. If they gave the amount of guard gauge you would have missed out on. We've removed the downside. And then it just becomes like, rather than them being actively harmful, it's like, well, why bother with them in most reasons? Like, the big thing is if you're doing guard gauge strats, then a proc skill or a critical hit is actively harmful to you. Whereas, like, if, you know, let's say, you know, you proc Luna, the game knows how much guard gauge you would have gotten if you hadn't proc Luna, and it just gives you that. Well, then Luna's still not, like, good, right? But it's not actively harmful. And so it's in the same spot that it is in, like, other Fire Emblem games, right? Where, for the most part, proc skills are not where you want, what you want to be doing. But it's kind of like you might as well. Or not you might as well, but like you don't complain about it, right? FE10 Luna is awesome. Shoutouts to every FE10 mastery skill just being a fancy critical hit. I still think not being able to plan ahead is a downside, but you're able to plan ahead in that situation. You're able to plan ahead. Immune from first strikes, but not in the stairs to success. That's so sad. If it doesn't screw over your guard gauge, you can plan ahead. I guess there's like the niche scenario where you kill an enemy you didn't expect to kill. Is that what you're referring to? Or am I missing something? Ah, fuck. Okay. Well, health chair you. That's very unfortunate. Oh, we're in a fuck ton of trouble right now. People are already hyping up Vantage Vengeance? Wait, what's going on with Vantage Vengeance? Which game are we hyping that in? Because, we shouldn't be, but... It's an Awakening build! It's not even, like, the best thing to do in Awakening. It's like what people say you're supposed to do in Awakening. The fucking, like, Krobin solo or whatever. Oh, we're in a... Okay, this is actually a good situation. Bonk, bonk. I think we still restoration. Kizotic Astra Brave Weapon is a really fun build. Not optimal, but extremely funny. I still think one of the funniest is the Super Nor Noble skill that I recommended in my Corrin review. It's not a good build. And I made sure to clarify, like, this is a meme, but it is a very funny meme where you have just, like, all the proc skills on your, like, Hoshid and Unity backpack or whatever. The debuff bot Corrin. Yo, debuff bot Corrin, debuff bot Benny, debuff bot Orochi, or Oboro. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do in Fates when you decide, like, you know what, fuck the meta, I'm gonna be silly. You know, so long as we're admitting that it is being silly, right? Because that's where it gets, like, a little bit eye-rolly, is people will be like, oh, but this is actually good. It's not silly. This is a legit build. And in fairness, in Fates, it's hard to tell the difference sometimes. This feels like the sort of fight that is, like, perfect for refilling our synergy. Sorcerer Baruka is great. Yes, Baruka is definitely the unit who needs Heartseeker the most. It's not like skill is her best stat. What about Master of Arms Dwyer? Okay, we're gonna refill Swordmaster Ophelia. Just give her 11 swords. She'll be good, I swear. Ophelia carrying around books that she can't read anymore? I want to be careful not to accidentally kill the vegetable by blocking with flint. And if I use taunt, the counter damage will also kill it. So, because I want to fill up on this battle. Oh, fuck! I was just talking about that. Oh well, we're close to a level up anyway. Just, that felt like the perfect filling up battle. Charlotte Mom makes Ophelia usable in a physical class. Is that true? That sounds like a lie. Yo, the spiky hat on him. Hiya, Danny. I see you're climbing the corporate ladder today. We're in the, I think we're in the 60s right now, 60s or 70s. So I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves. How you doing? We're gonna have to switch to Flint to deal with the spiky guy. I'm doing okay. I've slept through most of the day. What time is it in your time zone? It's about 3 o'clock in mine. I woke up at like 1. I had a rough time getting to sleep last night. It's 8 p.m. here. It's 9 p.m. here. Damn. Y'all are catching the late night stream. Okay, we got our level up. I think we continue to invest in Mocha points. I think that's just where we're at. We're going to be using a lot of special abilities in the tower. Europe moment. Yeah, Europe moment. fuck. I fucked that up. I fucked that up hard. Not off to a great start here. We can at least restoration. Nobody deserves to be called British except for British people. Even then, I would say rather than British, like English is the more proper insult. Because, like, you know, not to be the friend that's too woke or whatever, but it is, like, historically relevant to remember the first people colonized by the English were the others folded into British. You know, the Irish and the Welsh and all that stuff. I get what you mean. The British and Irish have very troubled history. Same thing feels a bit off. Yeah, those within the British Empire, right? You know, I don't think we necessarily need to compare like who's worse or whatever. Because British colonies had things really fucking bad. But like, you know, so did you look at stories of like how people, even in the modern day, children are beat for using, their own language in school. As it turns out, the UK, controversial opinion, I know, especially amongst the left, sucks big donkey dick. I'm gonna have to switch Flint out. I think we go Patches. Yeah, switch to you two. The dynamic duo. This is a rather cringe situation. We gotta shut this volcano down ASAP. I don't mean to get woke, but hot take colonization is bad. Yo, no way. That might be a little bit too much for this chat. What do you mean? Everyone in this world does little contests of which suffer the most in some weird way to justify everything they do? Yeah, but it's not helpful. Like, I think the Oppression Olympics are... I mean, just that, unhelpful. Don't try to steal other people's homes, hot take. We're getting way too woke in chat. Next you're gonna say murder is wrong. I don't know if I can support that level of wokeness, y'all. I'll show myself out for my controversial political takes. This chatter was too controversial for YouTube. They said we should treat people with kindness. We treated them with death! What if it's Jeff Bezos' 50th home? You know, I learned a little something from a Christmas song. It says, a house is not a home. Or I think it was a country song, whatever. Either way, my point is that it's not Jeff Bezos' home if he don't fucking live there. Steal everything from the rich. It's not theft, it's reclamation, right? Like that's the bit. I'll get all the organs. Yummy organs. I'm gonna head out. I know that's probably coincidence, but I like to believe that it was like the organ yumming, the yum organs comment. I gotta get the fuck out of here before they eat my organs. Thanks for hanging out, Jackson. We were too woke. Gotta hit the snooze alarm. I fight the war against wokeness every day by hitting snooze when my alarm says to wake up. That's a lie. I don't have an alarm. Part of the joys of YouTube being my, primary source of income. Gold cannon. It's shinier and hurts more too. It's also spiky. Okay, we earthquake again. Boom! Alright, that's them all taken care of. There we go. If the left is so woke, explain why they're EP. They get tired from being woke too much. God, I hate having to live on a schedule. I was talking to my therapist about this. And how, like, I know, you know, the science says keeping a schedule, like especially a sleep schedule, is like healthy for you. And I don't disagree with the science, but I think that my counterpoint to that, right, is I think listening to my body is also really baller. And I think, you know, going to sleep when I'm tired and not forcing myself to sleep when I'm not tired, right, is good. I think the important part is being able to set my own schedule and being able to not force myself into something. Yeah, and it's not like I, like, completely randomly, like, drift between awake and asleep. I mean, insomnia sometimes makes that happen, but usually, you know, relatively stable sleep schedule that, like, drifts around. But not having to force myself, like, I'm gonna go to bed at 9 o'clock every night, I'm gonna wake up at 6 o'clock every night. My sleep schedule is definitely more erratic than it would be if I never worked, nights. Because my last, like, real job, I guess technically Walmart when I first moved up here, but, like, that did not last long, was working the graveyard shift at a boarding school. And it, like, just completely threw off my sleep schedule. Especially because, and, like, this is my fault, but, like, I would be awake for work from 9 p.m. until 8 a.m. Flying to defense. I guess we got a Fang Feast? And then, like, because I didn't want to... Because I would want to, like, still socialize with people on the weekends when I wasn't working, my sleep schedule would be reversed. I'd be awake during the day. On Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, like... that was sort of the unfortunate end of things, right? And that's, you know, my own fault. I'm the one who chose to do that. But, like, you know, isolation from friends was the other option, right? So it's not exactly, like, a good choice. Shit. 9 damage! Holy mackerel. By the way, I love this Gattle theme. It's good. It's quite good. Getting a real job makes me afraid. College is a pain already. Secret, well, I guess it depends on your job, but for the most part, I found I actually enjoyed, like, post-college, even in the regular workforce, than, like, college. But it definitely is dependent on your job. I was lucky in the regards that, like, immediately I got into the field that I wanted to be in mental health work and stuff, right? And I was in these positions where I was able to sort of, you know, I wasn't working the terrible, like, Walmart hours and stuff, right? Can the volcanoes stop giving birth? God forbid women do anything. Uni is so stressful. It's like, on the one hand, there's like sort of the structure of like being given specific tasks, getting like graded on it or whatever, and I appreciate that. But on the other hand, there's like the stress that is literally the same thing, right? Of like, okay, but you're judging me. There's also, like, weird authority structures. I definitely also had, like, a very bad college experience. I mean, I've told this story before about the professor who tried to kill me, so, like, I recognize on some level that, like, some of my resentment towards university is, on a more personal level, perhaps. Yeah, so it was a school that was much more, like, casual in terms of, like, student-teacher fraternization stuff. And there was a professor who, you know, in retrospect, a lot of really creepy stuff in terms of, like, he was, you know, friends with, so many students, but TLDR, we had been, quote-unquote, friends in his definition of it. Let's go Flint, actually. I want to take you down. And there was basically I had stopped like coming over to his apartment to drink because he would like buy alcohol for people who were underage. Very normal, you know, professor behavior. And I had stopped doing that because I made, like, friends my own age, which is a lot healthier. We're gonna have to punch you. And he was unhappy with that, so one day he just got drunk. And I was hanging out with a bunch of people in the courtyard of one of the dorms, and he came in drunk out of his mind and was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I assumed that, you know, he was joking or something, because he had a weird sense of humor. And then he grabbed me by the throat, shoved me up against the wall, and started choking me. While screaming over and over, I'm gonna fucking kill you, I'm gonna fucking kill you, had to get dragged off by 2 other students and a faculty member. And then, of course, you know, because he was friends with the head of the school, the only quote-unquote consequence was he got moved from... He had previously been in a handicap dorm, despite not being disabled. And he got moved as a punishment to a quote-unquote less nice dorm. Which was just the freshman female dorm. Which, like, part of the issue why he was mad at me was that I had, according to him, gotten in the way of his sex life because he was, cheating on his wife with the female students that he was taking advantage of. American education system, y'all. Okay, we froggy, what now, you? The sharp stops the tongue? Oh, no. This is actually, like, such a ridiculous kind of deadly setup we got. Like, I'm kind of worried. We did at the very least just get all of our FP or MP back. To deal with him being a creep, they put him with young girls. I mean, that's the, you know, I think the disconnect for anyone who's, like, shocked about it, that is the idea that, you know, these universities are here to, you know, protect you in any way, shape, or form. I think we gotta go Flint because we have the piercing jump. The 2 defense flyer is like actually such a pain in the ass. There we go. 657 moon coins. I haven't used any items yet either. Which, like, we're probably gonna have to on the upper floors. Ooh, twang! Moon coins, I'm being robbed. Okay, I think while he's stunned... I'm pretty sure while he's stunned, he can't use his shield. I guess we'll find out with the pillowy punch. Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, obviously be frogs kiss the guy with the metal shield. Oh, fuck! Right. I forgot, for some reason, Ready Requiem gets blocked by... Oh, no! Okay. I think what we do is we synergy restoration. Blink, 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 blink. And then Ready Requiem. I forgot that Ready Requiem gets blocked by the shields. Block you. And we gotta switch to Flint, because he's the only one who can deal with the flying spikers. Flint? There we... Okay. I got scared that we'd encountered a fatal glitch. There we go. Only 1 experience from that, too. That was a rough formation. Floor 80. Floor 80. Universal coupon. A magical coupon accepted by all shops. Items in shops cost 25% fewer coins. There's some good shit in the tower. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, it is very cold out there.
Yes, I'm glad you drove safe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, head to it is very cold out there.
It is very cold, yes. I'm doing the tower, the stairs to success, I believe it's called. Tower of Trials type deal. Pit of 100 Trials type deal.
Uh-huh.
Let's... I think we go Ava, Frog's Kiss. Frog's Kiss is just such a goated move. And now Poison, Pillowy Punch, and that should kill. Like, Frog's Kissless Pillowy Punch kills 10 damage, easy. And that's how we deal with you two. We are gonna have to switch to Flynn for the Toy Soldier, but that's okay. I think we spend a synergy just to let him go again. And then Pillowy Punch to kill. Lilith? Yeah, that's my wife, Lilith. I love saving money. The super coupon. Flint is awesome anyway. Flint is pretty cool. He's a member of the Goofy archetype, using shields instead of weapons. Which is pretty awesome. Go Wolfgang. Stun you. Okay, we've ready Requiem you. Use a synergy, let Ava go again. Fang Feast you. Bum bum ba da ba ba ba. Ba 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 da ba. Ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba da. Synergy Restoration. Flint really living on the edge there. Yeah, this one's been a little rough. This one's been a little rough. But we've already Requiem targeting the spiky. That should kill. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. $10, $24, $9, $22, $22. I think we're good to go up. I think this next level up, I don't know if we take HP or... Okay, switch to Ava. Definitely Frog's Kiss you. Boing, boing. Teddy, Pillowy Punch. Or not Teddy, Patches. Pillowy Punch. I don't know why I called him Teddy. I guess because he's a teddy bear. And in my head I was like, you know, teddy bear, the name would be Teddy. But no, it's Patches, because he's all patched up. Okay, now comes the hard part. I'm going to Frog's Kiss you. Just to give someone else for a Pillowy Punch. Like, killing one enemy a turn is still good. Oh, okay. Switch to Tinder. Punch you. Hide in the shell, that's okay. Oh, the low HP, though. I guess we got a Tremor. That's unfortunate. That's like a huge waste of MP to Tremor just one enemy. But otherwise, how we getting through the shell, right? You're down. So now it's just you. I think we have Restoration again. And we switch to Ava with Synergy. I think we encourage team here. I need to start building the Synergy back up, because we're going to level up soon, which will recover the HP. So I just need to be mindful of Synergy, is the big one. Yo, wait, what? Cold lava? Is this like the 100 floors in TTYD? Yeah, basically. Okay, we go patches. And investigate the no-shell snail. Exotic Glacian slug. They may be brighter, but these slugs are indigenous to the dark side of Glacius 9. Okay, we ambush. He calls for reinforcements. Good thing Flint brought his lava-proof boots. Alright, Pillowy Punch. Take you out. Winged Smackdown. Get through that totem. Boom, boom. I always thought the Pit of 100 Trials would get really boring over time. I mean, I'm not bored here. I've never done the OG, like the TTYD or Supers pits. At least not to completion. I've done each of them partially. But I've never finished either of them. But here, like, things are getting switched up just enough that it's really not boring. I mean, I guess in part just because this is such a good combat system, right? Oh, scary slug. He caught me. Frost Chomper. There we go. Take care of him. Pillowy Punch you. Buckler Blitz you. Alright, Pillowy Punch. Boom. Buckle a Barrage. Because we're going to level up soon, so we can afford to spend the MP. In fact, I think we level up now. Yeah, we level up now. MP or HP? We have enough trinket points. Like, we don't need TP. I think HP up. I think HP up. Skellington. The dead king resides over his throne. Ooh. Big Cthulhu monster. Alright, we've Roo-Romp you. Teddy Tremor. Boom. I think we switch to Wolfgang. Ready Requiem at you. Pillowy Punch. Restoration. Encourage team. Buckler throw. There we go. Okay. So we do this. Okay, you're stunned. Froggy, what now? You. Pillowy Punch to finish him off. Teddy Tremor. You're stunned. So then we Frog Feast, or Frog Kiss you. Pillowy Punch. Flint. Buckler Barrage you. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, we Synergy, Restoration. Encourage team. Buckle of barrage. Okay, you're dead. There we go. This is what we want. New Paper Mario like dropped. Yeah, and it's really good. I made a review yesterday, and I streamed it earlier, like last month. But today is launch day, so we're celebrating the release by climbing the stairs to success, which is the sort of pit of 100 trials equivalent. But if you are interested, there's a link down below to the Steam page. I would highly encourage anyone who's interested to check it out. Just because I want games like this to succeed, you know? The Paper Mario system is just so good. And this, like, it takes it and it evolves it, and I would argue perfects it. It's not just like a retread of the 1,000-Year Door, but it adds, like, a ton of its own stuff as well. Like the fact that all 5 party members are, like, fully fleshed out, or the verticality in the way challenges work. Oh, right, fuck, I forgot defense. I guess we go Frog's Kiss. Punch. Restoration. I guess this is just like the old Paper Mario, and that like our best special move is just recover. Cause like it was that way with like the treasure map in TTYD. And refresh in 64. Ooh doo 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 doo. All right, let's add you to our log. Gold Magnabot, not actually gold, despite being marketed as such. Ever After Ink opted for a cheaper brass option. Cacophonous Chord U. Twang. Gotta switch to patches. Cacophonous Chord. Twang. Punch you. almost to a level up, which is good for the recovery, and I think we'll probably pump our points into HP again. Floor 90. Weak enemies will instantly be defeated as long as one team member equipped does not work in the Stairs of Success. Okay. Interesting that that's the floor 90 one. I feel like that's weaker than a lot of the other stuff we've gotten much earlier. Alright, Tremor U, it gets rid of all the barrels. And then I think we go Brutal Ambush. Even though she ended up taking a damage on the sharp. Like, I think that's worth it. We have made it to the Bologna. The Bologna. The Begonia, for all my Hag fans out there. I don't think we actually... Oh, wait, fuck, no! Oh, I forgot Spikies. I was gonna say, I don't think we actually spend synergy here, because we're gonna level up soon. Balcony. Yeah, I know what you meant. I thought you were making a meme. Like, I thought you were joking, intentionally calling it the Bologna instead of the balcony. But I knew what you meant. The final climb. Just a little eggy. These blue eggs are, like, actually kind of a pain. I think we Brutal Ambush again. Again, she's gonna take damage on the last one, but she goes through 3 of them. The problem is then, what here? I guess, oh, we can, Buckler Multi-Bash. I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh, this is bad. And then Librorier. Okay. I think we use a synergy to bring Teddy out. And just Teddy Tremor. Sorry, Patches. I keep accidentally calling him Teddy. And then, instead of synergy, we just unsynergy, get Wolfgang out. Okay, he lives. That's all we need, he lives. We Cacophonous Chord you. Twang. And then I think we encourage team. And Patches is probably gonna die. But we can kill this guy, and then with the level up, Patches will recover. Twang! There we go. Okay. We go up. We go up HP. That's gonna be our last level up, I guarantee it. Oh my god. Fuck! There we go. Okay. We use a synergy, get Ava a go again. Frog's Kiss. Teddy Tremor knocks out the Sprout and the Space Marine. And then I guess we just switch to Tinder? Courage Team. Pillowy Punch, this should kill. You got a triangle attack and then yell, "Begone ya!" Begone! Foul gamers! I have to first strike even when it does nothing. Because otherwise I get first strict. Oh, baby, my cat is, causing problems. Okay, we Fang Feast you. Cacophonous Chord. Twang. Fang Feast. We gotta go Restoration. Fang Feast. We might actually get another level up, actually. Like, that was... we gained a lot from that fight. Cat causing problems, unheard of. I swear if I lose the Tower of Trials because of her, I'm gonna cry. Alright, we're gonna have to Teddy Tremor. Get rid of the shield generators. And then I think we buckle a barrage to kill you. Fuck. That was unfortunate. Buckle or multi-bash. Pillowy punch. Punch! Danny, did you ever finish Cerulean Crescent? Yeah, I finished it on stream. We finished that a while ago, actually. Okay, we can pierce defense on you. Twang. And we pillowy punch you. Pillowy punch. Let's switch to Tinder. You summon a reinforcement. Okay, I think we have Tinder, Wing Smackdown the Totem. Bonk bonk. Pillowy punch the cultists. Restoration. Encourage team. Pillowy punch. There we go. Okay. So bonk y'all. Roo romp on this vegetable. They fixed the alpha parrot bug. That's good. That's good. Let's buckler barrage you. Fuck. All right, Roo romp you. Can we get this? There we go. Got him. Okay. Romp you. I love your Path of Radiance guide. I thought it was excellent. I would love a guide for Fates as well. I don't know if I'm necessarily the person to do that, just because... Oh, fuck. I hit the wrong. I meant to do Encourage Team. I mean, I guess I do know a lot of the Fates mechanics and stuff. But I'll think about it. I've got so much other, like, stuff on my plate, that I'm not entirely sure. Like, the Path of Radiance one was mostly because I think at a time like this, where, you know, it just came out on the NSO, there's gonna be a lot of people who are just now starting Path of Radiance, right? Whereas, like, the number of people just starting Fates is going to be a lot lower. So I'm sure it will be helpful to some people, but... Oh god, the HP. We're probably gonna have to health share next turn. Mercury, can you... No, don't hit the keyboard, baby! God damn it! I'm blaming that death on my cat. It's not terrible. Patches can health share. And then Ava can kill the deep one. Although, honestly, I think we do restoration first. Like, just in case a flamethrower attack does something ridiculous. Oh no, reinforcement! Okay, we got this. Frog's Kiss. Pillowy Punch. Okay. Pillowy Punch you. Root Romp you. Encourage Team. Frog's Kiss. Okay. Recovered from the Mercury Sabotage, not the ambush spawn. Strongest enemy of the encounter is cat. Floor. I have not been keeping track of the exact floor. I guess that is the one sort of criticism around this that I would have is the floor numbers. You can only see every 10 floors. Holy shit, it's oops all totem poles. Okay. Teddy Tremor. Holy shit! Oh no! Oh no! Fuck. What items have we got? Sugar Cookie, 10 HP each. Oh, that's not even that much. Okay, we spend a synergy. Get you out. Health split. So you're both at 15. You have the +2 defense. I think we do that. Oh, this is not good. Okay, we live. Fuck, now what? Oh, I got it. So we ready Requiem. You... Then... Brutal ambush. And now it's just 2 gnomes. And we can wing smack down. To kill him. Holy shit! That's not a level up! Oh no! Okay. We'll have to eat some items. This is the final. Oh, shit. That must be our final reward. I didn't realize we were 99. Oh, no. That was a long 2 minutes. What are you clowns doing here? We just climbed 100 floors and fought countless battles. Well, it's not countless, it's 100 battles. You actually climbed the tower? What a peasant thing to do. After we heard ever after Incus came some priceless treasure locked away at the top of this tower. We flew up here. We found the ultimate material to build with steel. We're impenetrable. About the treasure. Yoink. If I knew it was 99, I would have full healed everyone. Fuck. Okay. We'll taunt. I do like that the super final boss is just the pigs again. These fucking asshole pigs. Research. The house, yeah. Reinforced brick house. The pigs found a way to improve on their original design. If you thought brick was tough, try steel. That's okay. We got pillowy punch. Stampede. Okay, we have to restoration. Like, I just need to heal the squad up. And then I think we definitely taunt again. Restoration again. Buckler Barrage. One of you two. We gotta taunt again. And we buckler throw you. Get rid of the cop. Oh, shit. Okay, we health split. Taunt. Flint says A cab. Buckler barrage. Okay. Both limbs are gone. Pillowy punch. Encourage team, get more synergy. Taunt up. Go Ava. Encourage team, get more synergy, and Fang Feast. The Teddy Ava combo. We taunt. A-Cab includes Judy Hobbs. Yo, I heard that Zootopia 2 is somehow even more bigoted than Zootopia 1. It does like pretty explicit anti-Semitism, with the lemurs being like the Jews that secretly control the world government. They name the fucking villain Ezekiel, like it's not even subtle. I have not seen Zootopia 2. I've just seen FD's video on it, but that sounds like the sort of thing Zootopia 2 would do. My mental house! You destroyed it! Just like my last house. How dare you! You'll pay for this! Okay, I think we want to taunt. Poison you, get you to the front. The shield. Teddy Tremor. Switch to Tinder. Just walking up and stubbing his toe on Patches is so funny. Like, that's one badass teddy bear. Alright, we pillow punch you. And then we'll use Blazing Whirlwind. Oh, they're all burned now too. Perfect. Alright, brutal ambush. Pillowy punch. Yeah, chai latte. And Teddy Tremor. This will get rid of the shield and damage them all. Oh! Oh, the rich bitch is down. Okay. Pillowy punch. Flaming Fury. Pillowy punch. Flaming Fury. Okay, okay, Fatty's down. Just the cop left. Didn't realize he had a point of defense. That's my bad. We pillowy punch. That's it! We did it! We did it, gamers. Holy shit, we defeated capitalism. Woo-hoo! Top performer! What's our reward? Improved partner swap. Partner swap is free every turn! That's ridiculous. You did it. You actually did it. You're true champions. The first team to ever make it to the top of Ever After Inc. Well done. Oh, right. No, we don't want to do this. We literally just got the full heal. It's quick change. It's passive free quick change. Like, that's not a badge. That's just an effect. That's just true now. Well, we did it. We did it, gamers. It is around dinner time for me, so I think that's, you know, the perfect timing to end the stream on. Check the description if you are interested in purchasing this wonderful RPG. Toulou!